Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We are in the arena in Alushanira, and we're about to do a fight. I am ready to enter the arena. You're in luck. For the past couple of days, Ermengareth has been obsessed with recruiting new talent. He wants to introduce promising new fighter into the arena. I think you could play the part perfectly. Ermengareth may even give you a chance to earn a place in the Nahindrian League. However, if you do become a candidate for membership, be careful. You will likely be matched up against a very dangerous opponent. Who is my opponent? The tiefling looks questioningly at the imp who is peeking up out of the bag. The imp shrugs and waves his hand dismissively before disappearing again. Zeklex turns back to you. Some nameless newcomer. Will it be a fight to the death? Of course. Every fight must end in the death of a gladiator. It's the most important part of the show. Many of our spectators come here just to watch the gladiators finish off their fallen opponents. They want to see spectacular death scenes and cunning coups de grace. Of course, some fighters survive the ordeal and can be pieced back together, but the tiefling gives you an appraising glance. I wouldn't bet on it if I were you. I'm ready to enter the arena. I wish you good luck. If you die, greet death with a sweet kiss. Better still, slay all of your opponents and return alive and victorious. This fighter is a nobody from nowhere, but if he survives, you'll all worship the ground he walks on. Today, we have the dubious honor of welcoming to the arena Caledon of Golarion. Let's see what moniker he earns for himself if he lives that long. And who will stand against him? Well, they may be small, but they are far from harmless. If you underestimate them, they'll bite your family jewels off. An outsized amount of spite wrapped up in a tiny ugly package. It's Smugmug's wild gang of mephits. I'll bite your nose off, you Golarion scum. I am the wild and terrible Smugmug. Tremble before me. We will soon know which of these two titans will emerge victorious. Fighters, commence battle. Seriously?
Our duty calls.
Time's not waiting.
What a difficult fight! Oh no.
To share your treasures. Let's try this way.
Are you going to say anything down there in the corner? Hey, who knows? Maybe someday he'll get a chance to fight against a member of the Nahindrian League, once they start accepting mephits into their ranks. Demand explanations from Zeklex. Yeah. You guys go into the lava, that's always an excellent idea. How may I be of assistance? Is this your idea of a joke? You're trying to humiliate me. Why did you put me up against such a ridiculous opponent? Your conversation is interrupted by an eccentric-looking demon with suspiciously bright eyes. Judging from the slur of his words, he's under the influence of some mind-altering substance. Ah, look at that. That's the Mephit Slayer. Hard boy, and maybe someday you'll be strong enough to fight a real dretch. Zeklex frowns in irritation. With astonishing speed, he produces a dagger from his sleeve and cuts the demon's throat in one swift, clean movement. Insolent demon gurgles, staring at the tiefling in surprise. He slowly sinks to the floor beneath the contemptuous gaze of his killer. The tiefling cleans his blade with what is quite possibly the only handkerchief in the abyss. His face is pale and he looks slightly sick as he glances at the corpse. What a brute, he mutters quietly to himself. Then he turns to you. Please, listen to me before you draw your weapon. This was an outrage, yes, but it wasn't my idea. This was done on Ermangalith's orders. He came up with the brilliant idea to match you up against a mephit. He thought the crowds would find it funny. I couldn't stop him, but I assure you this will never happen again. Quick as a flash, Zeklex produces a gold coin from his bag and places it into your hand. Here, this is for you. From now on, you can freely use the transportation arch that is located near the Battlebliss. This is one of the privileges afforded to the arena's gladiators. I demand a proper fight. Zeklex closes the bag hastily to prevent the imp's agitated efforts to escape. And I promise that I will arrange a proper fight for you, but first I need you to do me a favor. I'll arrange a match for you against the Flayer twins. However, they were supposed to fight someone else, so I'll have to find them a replacement. Unfortunately, we don't have enough decent fighters left in the arena, so I would be very grateful if you could procure a new batch of gladiators for me. I will cover the costs, of course. How far will we have to go to complete this mission? Soon enough, we'll be guilty of all the same sins as the demons. Today we kill to entertain them, but what happens tomorrow? Will we have to pray to the Lady in Shadow? So I need to buy these gladiators at the flesh markets. Is there anything else I should know? There are a lot of slaves at the flesh markets. Ermangalith usually buys fighters from Zarzaxis or Virlong, but you may find other suppliers. Do I have to do this? No, I don't. I will not become a slave trader. It's beneath my dignity as a lich. Zeklex frowns and exchanges glances with the imp as it peeks out of the bag. Why not? Does it violate your principles? This is the abyss. Scruples won't do you any good here. In fact, I'd advise you to keep your morals on a tight leash if you want to survive. But fine, Lamashtu take them. I'll try to make sure your fight with the Flayer twins takes place as soon as possible. I don't like being called a Mephit Slayer. I want to change my title. There's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. The crowd loves it, and that is all that matters to Ermangalith. You'll remain the Mephit Slayer for as long as the audience finds it amusing. I have to go. And we will go back to camp.
That is not far.
That is Nexus. And we'll have a quick rest before we come back here, because in this specific fight there is a specific couple of buffs that I want. They're kind of out of spells. This reminds me that I probably need to level up people. The spellbook of Caledon is largely irrelevant. Have we? No, we have not. Okay, all good. It's nice to be a spontaneous caster, that's for sure.
What's the alcohol situation underground? Do you have anything to drown your sorrows in?
You bet. Mold brew is a gourmet's dream. And tourists from Absalom used to come to us for our mushroom infusion.
I'll go ahead.
Yep, it's the party we're going to go back with.
I know the way.
Oh, there are things we can loot in here that I hadn't noticed.
This is my kind of work.
Acorn pie.
Follow my lead.
Safe, please. I am ready to enter the arena. The steward looks slightly worried, but nods. As you wish. It will be a difficult fight. This opponent is more dangerous than the last one you faced, so make sure you are fully prepared before you enter the arena. However, if you win this fight, you will be one step closer to earning your place in the Nahindrian League. Who is my opponent? The tiefling pats the bag absent-mindedly. A scrawny paw emerges and holds up 2 small fingers. Oh yes, the Flayer twins. A dangerous duo with an impressive number of victories. They have a reputation in the arena, so defeating them will bring you honor and prestige. However, you should remember that their stage name was given to them for a reason. I'm ready to enter the arena. So who will you fight today? I'll give you a hint. They'll get under your skin. Oh yes, one day they decided to get under a gladiator's skin. So they killed one, flayed him, and wore his skin as a suit. Meet the duo who makes all twins terrifying. Today they are going to dress themselves in the height of Golarian fashion. The Flayer twins. Ah, make a pair of shoes out of you, you soft and spineless outsider. We'll see which contestants survive and which one decorate the arena with their dead bodies. Fighters, commence battle.
I am prepared.
Don't mind me.
Let's see here.
The road awaits.
Which level is that again?
I welcome your company.
4. I'm pretty
Always
sure
be
someone
ready for
else
the
has that
worst.
spell as well. Yeah, Lun has it.
I need to concentrate. Becoming distracted leads to becoming dismembered.
I don't steal. I encourage
Everyone
people to
counts on
save the
me.
poor, helpless tieflings around the world. Starting with me.
Rules are made to be broken.
I don't think I'm going to bother casting it on the animal companions.
Focus on the goal.
There we go. And then haste.
I
Now,
shall
if we
not
can,
Oh, the waiting's
fail. Let us
never
bide
fun.
our time.
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
divine
We will
favor,
win this war.
divine favor.
Ask nicely.
I know what to do.
One other spell I think I want to cast.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge.
This one I think you already have.
Missed me already.
Yes, they teleport us out to the sides here. We'll go with the Sister Flayer first and foremost. What's my armor class? 34. He's kind of stuck there, it would seem.
Attack!
You won't survive me.
Sila. Now, Woolgriff. Stay behind. They'll have to walk across the lava. Let's have a feast of blood on them. There's one of them down. Brother Flayer, sister, in your memory I will wear your face as a mask. Irman Garleth, the Flayer twins are a duo no more. It's time to think of a new nickname.
Aim carefully.
I will see to your demise.
Endure this!
The light, take you!
Cover me, all right?
That was a lot easier than the last time I did it. What a heavy blow to Alushanira's fashion scene, but what a magnificent fight. Despite my cunning schemes, and despite the extensive experience of his rivals, the victory belongs to the Mephit Slayer.
Our duty calls.
Probably get out of the lava.
I'm
And
here.
let's loot them.
Where else would I be?
All-round defense. Two bad rings. I'll probably sell them though. Toxic Wrap. Immunity to acid. And the Armor of Vigilant Sprouts. Lovely word. Or lovely name, I say.
As it should be.
Get out of here. My fight in the arena was far from fair. Care to explain? The imp squeals angrily as he tries to get out of the bag. Zeklex hold the bag shut, fighting to keep his belligerent companion inside. I swear it was Irmangalith's idea. As you should already know, he is not a fan of fair fights. I regret that you've been caught up in his trap. However, you held up well. You've got talent. I may be able to arrange a match for you against a serious opponent. Maybe even the champion. On. There we go. I want to challenge the strongest fighter in the arena. Things don't work like that around here. Gelderfang only fights members of the Nahindrian League, and a fight with him is a big deal. After his last incident, Irmangalith strictly forbade him from entering the arena without permission. Gelderfang is his bodyguard after all. If you want to fight the champion, you'll have to join the Nahindrian League, and there's only one way to do that. Killing another member of the League. But fighting a member of the League is a privilege. You have to earn the right to face them in battle. Now, I might be able to help you on that front, but first you'll have to do me a favor. I want to give a gift to the current champion. I'd like to send them the most beautiful succubi from the 10,000 Delights. I need you to make a deal with them and convince them to provide their services to Gelderfang. If you do this, Gelderfang will be happy for me to arrange a fight between you and a League fighter without delay. Where can I find these succubi? There's a brothel in the middle city called the 10,000 Delights. It's run by succubi and is located near the border of the upper city. It's a magnificent palace of pleasures. However, you should be careful. If you're in there, you'll want to keep track of your coin purses and the dime. I've known demons who stopped in at the brothel for a quick rendezvous and didn't come back out until years later. I need the gold up front. The tiefling smiles politely. How could I fail that? Yeah, I rolled a 2. I'm afraid that is out of the question. Here in Illusionera, we only pay money up front if you are truly desperate. I don't think our current situation is dire enough to justify such extreme measures. I'll arrange the deal and you'll arrange the fight for me. Let's hope your efforts will be successful. Now we can continue to enter the arena and fight random enemies, but we don't need to do that.
That is not far.
So it's time to go to the middle city.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan. Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Yeah, you keep telling us that. We know that. I am truly sorry about the loudness of those sound effects.
The mongrel did it.
That was close.
Who? Me?
A bright future awaits
My
us.
tail is restless.
I will help where I can.
I don't even know if I can get past that trap without triggering it. Oh.
Something wrong?
Where is it?
Meditate on your mistakes. Might make you feel better.
I welcome your company.
Ah, there it
Ask
is.
nicely. This is my kind of work.
And here we are at the middle city. Of course, with moving buildings and all the things.
I'll go ahead.
Let's see. We're going for the 10,000 delights, which I believe is... Well, first of all, this demon looks frail and sickly, especially in comparison to the mighty entourage that surrounds him. His voice sounds dull and tired, but his demeanor is calm and self-assured. He clearly believes himself to be in full control of the situation. A mortal with mythic abilities. How fortunate that you have made your way to the abyss. Moreover, you have come to Alushanira, which makes things even more convenient for me. Yes, a stroke of luck. You see, I need you to be my test subject. Who are you? The demon remains silent for a moment. Either he is hesitant to reveal his name, or he simply enjoys prolonging the suspense. I am Mutasafin. I am at present Epsamira's most trusted alchemist. I am on an urgent mission for her. Perhaps you can even guess what it is. Xanthair Wang was working on something similar in your Worldwound. Of course, it was a mistake to entrust such work to someone who wasn't a demon. He did not fully appreciate the honor he had been given. No wonder his enhanced demons couldn't protect him. But it does not matter. I am superior to him in all respects, and I keep better pets. Surely it is dangerous for such a valued scientist to stroll around Alushanira ambushing enemies. Mutasafin's voice remains flat and indifferent. Believe it or not, I am in absolutely no danger. You need me to be what? Something to study, take apart, test. For the first time you hear enthusiasm in the demon's voice. You see, I actually like you very much, though I doubt my way of expressing it will bring you much enjoyment. I'm afraid the demons you've met previously have given you the wrong impression about our kind. You may think we only want to poison and destroy, especially when it comes to crusaders and their leaders. But that's not who I am. I am a different breed. I love everything that is new, unexplored and untested. And I'm quite positive that if I get enough of your blood and tissue, I can create something new and unique from them. Angels, for example, make excellent fuel for our machines. What uses could be found for such an unusual mortal? So are you going to attack me, or... Yes. Let's get started, shall we? He turns around. Servants, you don't have to take this specimen alive. I just need the body.
Can we retreat already?
How long is left on our haste? 1 minute 34.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
Haha, I detest alchemists.
Make every strike count.
That was educational. Perhaps too educational? I must take my leave.
No glory without risk.
Coward. A monstrous shadow appears somewhere at the edge of your vision. It does not seem to be in a hurry to approach and keeps its distance as it begins to speak. The shadow's voice is very strange. It is constantly shifting. One moment it sounds young and melodious, and the next it rasps and rattles with age. However, despite the different intonations, the voice has a stern, ominous quality that never changes.
I heard your toy soldier crusaders had taken over the Midnight Fane and the rift located there. But I never thought you'd have the nerve to descend into the abyss. I assumed you'd block the underground passages, put guards out by the rubble, and sit there, shaking, waiting for someone to attack you again.
I know that fiend. Champion, this is the Echo of Descari, the avatar of our arch-enemy. He is a mighty, cunning, and vengeful opponent. He cannot see or hear me, but he will pounce if he knows I am here. He hates everything related to Iomedae. Be cautious.
The Echo of Descari. I know who you are.
You come from the land of Iomedae's servants. And Iomedae's servants know me, for I have killed many of them.
What do you want from me?
It may surprise you, but nothing. You overestimate your importance, mortal. You probably think your victories in Dresden and the Midnight Fane have dealt us a fatal blow, don't you? But my lord's hordes are endless, and there are other rifts in the wound that will serve our purpose when the hour comes. So no, I did not come here for you, mortal.
So, after being defeated in Canabras, Dresden, and the Midnight Fane, you no longer think those places are significant? How convenient.
Look back across the history of the Crusades, and remember how many times you have been defeated. A few scattered victories mean nothing. I was looking for Mutasafin. I need to speak with him. I stumbled upon you by accident.
What a shame. The demon you were looking for ran away from me in a panic.
I doubt Mutasafin even knows how to panic. You did not pose a real threat. He cannot be killed through conventional methods. He left because there was nothing else for him to do here. Also, I'm sure he was in a hurry to explain to Hepsamira why he wasted a few demons on such a stupid escapade. She will not be happy about that. Oh no, she most certainly will not.
I don't think this will work, but death to all monsters.
I have no desire to fight you, mortal. If the Abyss doesn't finish you off quickly enough, I might hurry things along, but not yet.
Coward. The Abyss is full of hideous creatures, but you have just met one of the worst. This Echo of Descari is an old enemy of mine. He is both vile and cunning. Wish I could comprehend his dark machinations, but I do not understand why he has revealed himself to us in this way. It seems unlikely that he would come here just to gloat. The angel falls silent, lost in thought. Okay, so this is the gate. What do you want? I want to go through. You want to visit the rat's nest? Sure, suit yourself. Just to have the gate open. Now. Flesh markets, lower city. I'm pretty sure we need to go this way.
Can't hide from me.
whatever it is you have found. Probably that chest. Well, that chest is easily available from up here.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Yes. I think where we're going is here. Yes. Indeed. The 10,000 Delights. You see a massive, beautifully decorated door. It appears impregnable. At eye level, an elegant inscription reads 10,000 Delights. In smaller letters, another inscription reads, "A gift from Velexia the Wonderful to Shivaro the Beautiful." Examine the door and figure out the best way to open it. The door looks solid and sturdy, but anything can be broken. The deceptively simple lock is likely enchanted. It would have been reckless of those to put the door here to not protect it with magic. The door mocks you. You're probably wondering how to pick my lock. Now, don't bother. Many have tried it before you. But go on, I could do with a laugh. Listen, you. This city's supposed to be where anarchy, chaos, and freedom reign supreme. But all I see is another bunch of rich jerks using their lackeys to keep the poor at arm's length. You should be ashamed at not letting us in. You're not demons, you're sheep. That's what you are. Baldrick warily rubs his eyes. That's it. I've hit rock bottom, bickering with a door. Chief, can't I just pick the lock? This one is actually quite amusing. I'll try this one. Let me in immediately, or I'll scrawl obscenities all over you. And I'll add an illustration or two. Damn, Vandal. You think that's funny, do you? How would you like to have something obscene painted on your forehead? Fine, come in. Be quick about it. Indeed. Before we talk to any of these, we will go loot things. Should also potentially read the books.
This is my kind of work.
Let's see, blah blah blah. What? Activate the portal in the corner. Need a coin for that though. And then speak to Chivaro in the center of the room. An attractive Lilitu in a simple but revealing dress greets you with a warm smile. Her eyeless face is serene. A new guest? We are always happy to welcome guests to the 10,000 Delights. I am Chivaro, ruler of this palace of pleasure. The only taboos here are brawling, moderation, and talking politics. Aside from that, anything goes. As my guest, you can expect to receive gentle caresses, or if you prefer, wild and untamed ones. I have servants of every type to suit every taste. Any of them can be yours for a night, or forever, if your pockets are deep enough. What are your preferences? Never mind, I'll find out for myself. The Lilitu tilts her head to one side as if studying you with her non-existent eyes. It feels as if someone is touching your mind. Prying fingers are attempting to extract a recent memory, but not very successfully. Exerting your will, you manage to eject the alien presence from your head before it digs too deep. Well done, we absolutely have a decent will save. There is mild confusion in the demon's voice. You have an iron will. Few can push me out of their mind with such ease. I saw almost nothing. I'm almost offended. I do, however, respect the powers of others. Let your secrets remain yours alone. Don't you dare pry into my mind ever again. The Lilitu answers defiantly. Or else what? You'll hit me? You could try, but you are my guest here. You don't call the shots. I do. I have a few questions for you. The demoness smiles mysteriously. Are you interested in me? Or in my establishment? Tell me your story. The demoness answers with a deep melodious laughter. I have secrets I would rather not reveal, and without them, my story would be as insipid as sex without violence. After a moment's hesitation, the Lilitu adds with a smile. I was once wild and dangerous. I manipulated others to destroy them, not subdue them. But then I met someone. That meeting changed everything. It sparked my hunger to stand for something, to rise above the crowds, to become important and influential. It turned out that not only can I create bloody chaos, but I can also tame wild whirlwinds of chaos, shape and direct them. And none of that would have happened but for that chance encounter. You are a skilled mind reader. The Lilitu gives you a smug smile. It is my calling to read others' thoughts and motives, plant ideas in their minds, tempt and guide them. But yes, you are correct. I am unusually skilled even by the standards of my kind. With a playful bow of her head, the Lilitu smiles. Have you heard that old saying, why don't Lilitus have eyes? Because their eyes are the windows to the soul, and no one can gaze into the soul of a Lilitu. I want to know more about this place. Some are foolish enough to call this place a brothel, but that's a facile misrepresentation. The 10,000 Delights is a pleasure palace for every taste. You'll find everything that brings pleasure here. Wine, sex, music, good company, violence, gossip, stories, drugs, every kind of drug, herbal, alchemical, even telepathic, and many things that seem incomprehensible to us but are very popular on other planes. You are seeing but a small part of the 10,000 Delights. Behind these inconspicuous doors lie entire streets, houses and rooms. A veritable labyrinth of pleasure. No one knows how large this place really is. Anyone who attempts to measure it returns weeks later, exhausted and happy, and somehow changed from when they left. After all, no matter who you are, no matter what your predilections, in the 10,000 Delights, you will find the room where you will be fully satisfied. Allow me to paraphrase. Lucianera is a mousetrap, and we have finally found the cheese. Darren smiles wryly. It looks like a delightful place, but it feels like a leper colony. Somehow, I can detect no happiness in the eyes of its denizens. I see a pack of predators and their future victims, and if the predators do not experience true joy, but instead only revel in their vileness and depravity. I wish I could see what this fiend would say if she met Arshea, the luminous lord of freedom, beauty, and sincere physical intimacy. The Abyss offers a distorted reflection of everything we value in the upper planes, even physical attraction, beauty, and love. What you do here is disgusting. Looks like we have a prude here. Don't worry, honey. Caresses of my succubi are an excellent cure for principles and morality. I understand everything. With a mysterious smile, the Lilitu nods at you. I'd like to hire several succubi to entertain the arena champion, Gelderfang. They are currently serving a special client in the upper city. As you surely understand, their caresses do not come cheap. Do you have 40,000 gold by chance? Let's pay up. Where can I find them? The image of a luxurious mansion in the upper city appears in your head. The building moves further and further away, as if you were soaring up into the sky, so you see where it is located. This place is called the Palace of Incest and Degeneracy. You'll find the girls there. Tell them you've already paid me. I'm leaving. Wait, honey, you're leaving without trying any of the pleasures we have to offer? Take a look around. Wouldn't you like to give yourself into our tender, passionate hands? Taste sweet oblivion as days and years merge into an endless shimmering tapestry of pleasure. The first taste is on the house. I can see you're intrigued, but slow down. We need to be friends first. With a sensual laugh, the Lily playfully wags her finger at you. Do this one tiny thing for me, and we'll be best friends. A brazen gang of demons keeps harassing my girls, attacking them on the street and dragging them back to their lair in the lower city, a foul den called the Rotten Guttery. Spill their blood, rescue my girls, and come back here for your reward. The words of this fiend sound sweet, but what lurks behind them? Lust? A desire to use you? Something even more insidious? I sense danger here, like the reek of decay near a crypt. Faint but clear. Beware this trap, champion. You won't let my girls die in the clutches of those monsters, will you? The demoness smiles enticingly. You are so confident and have such potential. I think you and I will enjoy being friends. Wulrich smiles at Darren, his eyes calculating. My dear Count, mayhap we should try our luck elsewhere in this delightful establishment and seek out someone more accommodating. I'd be more than happy to accompany you as you explore this den of temptation. I will see to it that your goblet is always full and your coin purse doesn't get pilfered by any riffraff. What would you be willing to pay a humble tiefling for rendering you such a service? In a place like this, I'd rather have a retinue of paladins. And I say this as someone who barely tolerates the existence of paladins. Just look in the eyes of anyone here. Worse than maniacs. Be patient, and once we're back on Golarion, I'll give you a full pouch of coins and send you on a tour of the best dens of vice in Mendev. Yes, even Absalom. But while we're here, you should keep your mouth shut, your hands in your pockets, and your pants on, for your own good. See you soon, honey. Come back again and we'll have some fun. And on that note, I think it is time to wrap up this episode. Lucianura and the Abyss is certainly a strange place. If you do have any questions and or comments, then please do feel free to leave those in the comment section below the video. For now, thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.